video for men. Okay, y'all really misunderstand us women regarding communication. So what happens, you guys, is this. You ignore us for a while, we get anxious, we wonder what's going on, and then we freak out, and then we text you, and then we look needy. So of course there could be different variations of that same scenario, but I'm giving you the basics and you know that you can apply that to basically any situation where the girl you're seeing starts to get like loco in your mind. So what I'm saying is there's a silver lining here. And it's funny because there's such a simple solution to this issue for most people, at least, barring any like actual issues a person may have that I'm not qualified to diagnose. But you see, a lot of this comes back to attachment style, and especially someone who's like anxiously attached, they may get a little more freaked out when they don't hear from somebody. So again, there's a very simple solution to this if you don't want your significant other, your girlfriend, or like a girl that you're just starting to get to know, if they're starting to get a little needy. There's a simple solution. Anyway, that simple solution is this. All you have to do is communicate. And this is just like what I would teach like women to do. It's all about setting standards. And as much as I would suggest that women set standards for their man, I think that the man should be allowed to set standards for his lady. Like, hey, just want to let you know, I don't like to text that often. Okay, so we're setting a standard like, hey, this isn't going to be an all day texting thing. Check mark, cool, bet. And what I will say to you, girlfriend, is that I'll let you know when there's going to be big gaps that I'm not able to get to you, so that you do understand that I'm not actively ignoring you. I just happen to be busy. Whoa, check. Communication. So you're telling me that with a simple text message or communication to me as a female, I know that you're not actively ignoring me. So that's my big fear, calmed, however you want to call it, whatever. We're in quarantine, all right? Everything has a QU in my opinion right now. Everything's like calmed for me there. I know you're not ignoring me. And you're also setting the standard that you'll get back to me when you can. So it's like, okay, wait. So you're busy now, but I will hear from you later. So you're solving the interim, and you're also adding the next action item, so I don't have to wonder whether or not I'm going to hear from you. Did we just close the loop on communication? Hi, Mia. Mia. That's Mia. Yeah, we did. So all you have to do with women, you guys, and maybe it goes the same for women and men, I don't know, but I'm talking to you men because I calm down so many women, y'all, so many that are like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna hear from him again. He hasn't texted me in an hour. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I texted him, he hasn't texted me back yet. I'm like, girl, relax. Like, he'll get back with you. He's probably busy. But what you can do, preemptively communicate, please, just say, hey, again, not a big texter. First of all, setting the standard, setting the stage. I work from 7 p.m. to 4 p.m. and I can only check my phone at lunch. So I'll try to shoot you a text at lunch unless I am out with my coworkers and for some reason I don't have time, but otherwise I will talk to you, after I'm off of work. I'll send you a text or I'll call you on my way home because I'm a real man and I pick up the phone and make real people phone calls. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, you're like describing the perfect guy to me right now. So you're saying that you're gonna tell me what kind of a communicator you are and when you're gonna talk with me, and maybe you'll even pick up the phone and give me a phone call? Oh my goodness, chivalry is not dead, ladies. Dang, look at this guy. So what it does though is people who are particularly anxious, like myself, I can be, but I choose to have other outlets so that I don't really get that way, or I try to not get that way. What happens is like the fight or flight is just triggered, and they're like, okay, well, if I don't hear from them, then I should just leave, or I should fight. I'm upset. I don't know what's going on. Like, all of these hormones are going on, and all you have to do is preemptively calm them with communication, or it'll help a lot. So honestly, just give this a try. It's not rocket science. Just communicate. And the thing is, like, you can do this so often. It's just touching base. I just call it touching base, touch points, however you want to call it, with whoever you're talking to. And say, hey, like, I do this too. I'm like, hey, I'm a busy girl. I'm not much of a texter. Like, I have so much going on in my life that I'm not glued to my phone. And if I am, I have so many notifications sometimes that I don't want to talk to everybody. And until you've like made it into a certain like part of my like group, my circle, or you're the only guy that I'm dating, and even then I'm like, okay, well, busy. Like, it takes a lot for me to even respond. So instead, I'm like, hey, just want to let you know, today's a really busy day. Probably won't have much time to text. Maybe I'll shoot you a text when I have time. But, you know, if you want, we could meet up tomorrow at 6 p.m. And that's just like, it's set. Like, you don't have to wonder whether I'm thinking about you or not. That really hurt. I just slammed my hand into granite without realizing that. It wasn't even like hard, but apparently granite's like really hard. Ow, rude. Or I'll just say, hey, I have, you know, something with my friends until 8 p.m. I'll shoot you a call on my way home. Is that cool? Because I'm a real woman and I pick up the phone sometimes with somebody that I like, but only if they've kind of given most of the communication, because again, I don't chase men. Whatever. So again, just communicate. Say that you have a soccer game from 4 to 7. Just let her know so she doesn't wonder why she hasn't heard from you from 4 to 7. These are all just grown-up skills that we apply in like our work life, or we should. And if we don't, we should start, because maybe you're the guy who doesn't like respond to emails, and then we have to use the per my last email request. Just communicate, please. Just communicate. And you'll be so amazed with the change that you see in the person that you're pursuing. And like, she's not going to be acting crazy all the time because you're not making her crazy, because chances are you're making her crazy. And the thing is, like, girls like me that like start to actually have standards, we let guys that don't communicate well just fall off. They just fall off because I don't have time for it, because what it says to me when you left me on red for hours and hours and hours without telling me that you're leaving me on red for hours and hours and hours, I assume that you're busy, but making me assume that you're busy tells me that I'm not much of a priority to you. So if you can just tell me like, hey, I'd love to talk with you this evening. Just want to let you know it's going to be a crazy day at work. So how about I just shoot you, you know, a call, and maybe we can have a FaceTime date tonight. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Thank you, sir. Or even better, oh, hey, you know, it's going to be a busy week. How about I take you to dinner on Friday? Yes, sir. Sounds lovely. Thank you. I would like to go to dinner. I like food post-quarantine. So for real, these are just some simple things that you can do. And again, I know that I talk to women a lot, but this stuff that I'm teaching them, there's so much that you guys can learn from it too, because it's all about improving like who you are and your relationships, so that you can go have those guys' nights where she's not nagging you the whole time, where she trusts you, where she doesn't feel like she has to be needy all the time. And then you like feeling like you have all the freedom in the world is gonna feel way better than feeling like you have a needy girlfriend who you actually still care about. It's just this stuff will start to like regulate. Good song. And you'll both just feel so much better. So communicate, set expectations, set standards, set all the good stuff, and then y'all can both enjoy the ride, because life's good when people are chill. Anyway, my name is Megan Summer. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos. And if you know somebody that, you know, could use this message, which is probably all your guy friends, just go ahead and share that. And yeah, feel free to follow me on the Instagrams. And if you have any questions, just post them in the comments. You can email me, or you can direct message me on the gram. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. No.